Hello, warriors, and welcome back to the Tower of Lost Souls in Soul Calibur 4, brought to you by Rocky Rabbit Commentaries. Now let's take on the Unfailing Tower. It's another gauntlet in which you have to defeat each and every opponent, but you do not have any chance whatsoever to rest your characters. The damage that you take...
resistant to ring out.
Damn it. And I just so happen to pick the character that loves ringing out opponents.
You skipped the hint system, so now we don't know what we're actually supposed to do.
Well, maybe it's because I did it right on my first try. I mean, I'm not a complete ass at this. That's it. And just for the record, yes, it did take me more than one try to actually complete this particular stage.
Yeah, because I saw the hint system. I just needed to see what it said.
There are more important things than checking out hints, Mr. Gurdet, like making the characters squeal like idiots when you hit them repeatedly.
Cleared the stage without guarding, but the hint for the hint for prior to starting the mission was, hey, actually use the guard button, please.
They were trying to trick me, because if I used the guard button, I wouldn't have gotten the non-opal heads. Which, by the way, means 9 heads.
Yes. On impeccable timing, which is guard impact.
Don't ask me to be the Lord Jesus Christ at this game.
Well, it's only Siegfried. He's got relatively easy guard impacts, at least on his heavier blows.
Right, because you know what, you actually have a solid point there. That just like in Dark, I'm sorry. Was that guy trying to say something? That just like in Dark Souls, it's easier to okay, or just knock them all out, quick succession style. Astaroth, there you go.
Hey, it's why you picked Astaroth.
What terrific pants.
Alright, Voldo, Tira, Sofiti, and Zaslamel.
So I can finish my point before I get distracted by silliness again on the screen. In Dark Souls, Bloodborne, other Soulsborne games, some attacks are easier to parry riposte than others, and that's the equivalent of guard impact in Soul Calibur. You have to hit the guard button when the timing is just right. For example, right before the attack actually hits your character, because then you can do a super block, which is better than a normal block.
It's more or less actually a push block, not a super block, but...
So the slower moving characters, like Nightmare, they take longer to fall, they take longer to do the attack, so you have more time to react. Cut that crap out, Valdo. He was trying to do an unblockable attack. You know, Valdo, you really shouldn't do a gesture when your opponent is right in front of you.
Hey, Zaslamel.
Zaslamel. I love it.
Yeah, you managed to throw Zaslamel.
I think,
and then he did a guard impact on you.
Now I remember. So this is why it was not my first try at doing this, because not only does Zaslamel have resistance to being ringed out, he also is super weak against getting grabbed because he blocks a lot.
But you're only using their standard throw.
It's the only throw I know how to use, man.
Oh, okay.
I ain't winning no Super Smash Brothers Brawl Championship. I ain't going to the Tekken 2500. Now that's how you kick ass.
Alright. So with this floor cleared, what is the next floor that we are on to, Mr. Cloud?
I think it's Mind Reading Shield. We did Iron Sword. The other one.
Yep, Mind Reading Shield.
The Mind Reading Shield. This one actually had me stumped for quite a bit.
So we're picking our specialty Keelik and our specialty Astaroth.
Yeah, you're gonna see Big Hammer Astaroth for quite a bit through this series because just like in the NFL, we base the efficacy of the starting quarterback based not on how they were 5 weeks ago, but how they were last week. Their most recent performance. That's why you can rank teams based on just the most recent performance to say who's the best team. Well, similarly, in Soul Calibur 4, if you find that you're strong as a character, keep using that character. Because if it brings out your best performance, then that's all you could ever hope to do is your best.
So the hint here specifically said go for command grabs.
Right, grab the bitch. Get right up in her face because she's going to be blocking a lot, and she probably has that perfect computer-driven reaction time to get guard impact a lot, and just break through the defense. She's trying to read your mind. And then I kick her in the face. Oh, that's Talon.
No, that's Taki.
One of the two.
Talon uses arm blades. Come on, Taki uses technically her weapon is the Rikamaru, but she also has access to a kunai and small dagger.
Kunai with chain.
No, she doesn't get the kunai with chain. Technically, Voldo gets that at one point, but.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to be cheeky and start, kicking your opponent while they're on the ground, make sure that the enemy team is actually out of opponents before you start doing that.
Neo. I must devote myself to my training. So which is this weapon? Because this is no longer the Jinyu staff.
It's a different weapon. So based on the skills that I see active on Keelik, I probably made it a priority to up my special stat and my skills and my gauge stat.
So they want you to use guard impact for this one.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves.
Come on, guard impact is a really interesting mechanic for Soul Calibur. It's
I know.
one of the more unique things that it's got.
Because it's freaking awesome to get the timing exactly right. That's half of Dark Souls. Oh, don't get that crap.
Is that the Onimaru that our Mitsu clone is running? I think that's the Onimaru.
Here come Moors.
Who's playing as Raphael?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Easy tell. Now, the reason why I don't show myself like creating these characters like the way Keelik is dressed is it follows two very similar principles. Rule number one: don't needlessly show video for the YouTube commentator. Two, you can ascertain that there's a reason why each piece of equipment is on each of the characters that you see, because the same is true for your AI opponents. The equipment that they have on is probably driving up their impact, their blue colored stat, the shield. If they have that much shit going on for them in just one type of skill, then that's probably all that they're devoting their points with using their armor. Either that or the computer is a cheating whore.
Alright, so this time they want you to not use any guard.
Just attack.
And you've already failed. Okay.
Fuck it. Hey man, as long as I still have at least a sliver of health, this game is mine. We're getting better. Because I'm using more than just one type of attack.
Specifically, you're actually incorporating throws quite a bit more, which I'm very thankful for.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, baby. Xianghua. Remember, we're not for real trying to kill each other. We're just playing.
No, you still haven't actually found a decent spot to use a Caleb's launcher, though.
Oh, now I remember. They also want you to, in this stage in particular, they want you to extend your combos for as long as possible. That's why I keep trying my best to not only knock my opponents down, but to strike them while they're on the ground, because the longer it takes for them to recover, the more susceptible they are to follow-up strikes.
Yeah, but you've not figured out any... ooh, you got a treasure chest. Nice.
Oh, thank God. I love getting mission accomplished. I especially like...
Cleared the stage without switching characters.
Keelik is the only one you need, son. And in the next part...
Maybe we'll get to actually see the Warthog pauldrons get used.
I mean, it gets cycled in and out at random. Not random. Strategy. Strategy is the name of the game.
Be safe, everybody.